Nadine with DIY Sweets. Today I'm going to show you how to make a low-calorie, very delicious dessert. What we're making today is called Berry Cheesecake Parfait. So it's got berries in it, it's got pudding, it's got a low-fat cream cheese type cheese, and it's got vanilla wafers. All of those are fairly low in fat. So let's get started showing you just how easy this is to put together and make. First thing I want to do is I want to grind up coarsely my vanilla wafers. So I'm just going to coax it till I see it's how I want it. So I don't want a fine crumb. I do want it coarsely chopped. And there you can see I have my coarsely chopped vanilla wafers. Take the blade out, and that's ready for our parfaits. Now what we're going to do is we're going to mix up the pudding mixture. So I'm going to start by putting in this Nutella cheese. I don't know if I pronounced that right. You could also buy the low-fat cream cheese. Now I'm just going to beat this until it's creamy. And it is soft already, so it shouldn't take long. Okay, so I'm just going to beat this until it's soft and creamy. You see, that really did not take any time at all. Now, I'm going to gradually beat in the milk. And I want to do it gradually so I don't have a lot of spill out. If I pour it all in at once, it's going to start splashing out. Now, one of the ways I'm making this healthier is I'm using a 1% fat milk instead of a whole milk. So by using ingredients that have a little bit less fat, I'm bringing down the calories. Now you can see this is really runny. So I'm going to add my dry pudding. And we're just going to whisk that, we're just going to beat that on the lowest speed. This is an instant pudding. If you've ever made instant pudding, you know that after you mix it up, it takes just a little bit to set up. So I'm going to scrape down the edges with my whisk and just whisk it a little bit. And you can already see it starting to set up. So I'm going to put this in the fridge for about 5 minutes, because that's usually how long it says to put in the fridge till it sets up. Once it is set up for that 5 minutes, we're going to be ready to fill up our parfait cups. So we'll be back in 5 minutes once this is set up a little bit. With our pudding setting up for 5 minutes, we're now ready to assemble our parfaits. So let's show you what we need to do. I have my cups right here that I'm going to be filling. And I've got a bag that I want to put the pudding in. Now the reason why I want to put the pudding in the bag is so that I can get it in the cup without making a mess down the side of the cup. So I'm just spooning the pudding into my bag, and it has a tip. And you may notice as I fill it up that some squeezes out at the bottom because this is not that solid. That's okay. It's still going to be a lot messier putting it together using the bag. I'm going to put it just like that for now. And now we're ready to assemble. So I'll get all of these out of the way except the one I'm working on. I'm going to start by putting a spoonful of vanilla wafers. Then I want to stick a couple of spoonfuls of my berries in. Now I'm going to take my pudding and just squeeze that and fill it in. At this point I want my cup to be about halfway full. And I'm going to tamp that down to help get some of that pudding to go down into the berries. Now, all I'm going to do is repeat my layer. Now you notice my cup gets wider, so I'm going to need at least 2 teaspoons of vanilla wafers. And a couple of teaspoons of the berries. And then I just want to finish squeezing and filling that top with the pudding. Now for a garnish, I'm going to sprinkle just a teeny bit of vanilla wafer and then choose any berry to stick on top as a garnish. Okay, that's 1. Now I said this would make 6, and it's always, you're never really sure as you're making it because I use different size cups every time. Now I do want to tap this down just a little bit. Let me take that off so I can tap this down because I want to get the pudding to kind of go down there into the berries. Okay, so there's our first one. So we're going to do that same thing. We only need 1 spoonful in the bottom because that's very narrow. Then we're going to put a couple of spoonfuls of fruit. And then we're going to fill this up with the pudding. Now we're going to repeat our layers, but this time it's going to be 2 spoonfuls. And a couple of spoonfuls of the berries. And then squeeze in some more pudding. Just a little bit more pudding on top. Sprinkle a little bit of this. Ooh, I'm going to tap that down, get that pudding to go down. And this time I'm going to pick a blackberries. You can pick a different fruit each time. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and finish making these. And then I'll be back with you. I used 8-ounce cups with my parfaits. Normally I'm able to find cups that are 6 ounces or 4 ounces, and I actually prefer to use that size. So with my 8-ounce or larger size cups, I was able to get 5 parfaits out of this. That means the calorie count was 220. Little bit more than 200, but this is still very healthy and you're getting quite a bit more. If you make the smaller size, you're going to stay under 200. This is Nadine with DIY Sweets. And this is our berry cheesecake parfait. Very healthy, very yummy. Low calorie can be yummy. Make some of today.